Happy Thursday. Oh good, my face tracking still works even though half my mouth is missing. Hello. Hi everyone. Hello, hello, hello. Happy Thursday. Happy Valentine's Day for everyone living in the wrong time zone. Hello. Hello, hello. Hello. Why are you lip-syncing? You're literally from EST, March. It's not Valentine's Day for you either. I'm just shitting on everyone from Asia. I'm sorry. No! No, Ari, you don't say what the hell sure. You're supposed to fight back. You're not supposed to just accept it. Wow.
Man, almost
20 years?
my favorite Yoshi.
Are you a dog? 5 months is 20 years to you? That's genuinely impressive. I wish I could see time that way. I think that way I would value it more. It just turned Valentine's Day for you. Congratulations on being alone. Yippee! Guys, I'm not on coffee, but I am unwell. I have like 1.5 more days or 2 days more of antibiotics to go. I can't take that shit anymore. It literally, it going on antibiotics feels like using a recreational drug. I swear. Let me explain. It's like after the first couple of days, it starts working really well and you start to feel effects, from bad things being killed out of your body, and it's all nice. And then a week later, all the actual antibiotic side effects start to come in and you just want to die. It's nice because it permeates your body, and then it's bad because it permeates your body. But, let me tell you, this whole week, I have been nauseated. Honestly, my throat, hurts. And apparently that's a side effect as well. I'm tired and a little bit confused and dizzy at times, even on caffeine. And today I had a nosebleed. I can't. Why am I like this? Why am I like this? Actually, I feel like my mom is on everything right now, and she's fun, but I'm not, and it's really frustrating. I am falling apart, but it's almost like your body is made out of biotics. Shut up, nerd. I don't want to hear it from you. I'm talking about my feelings, okay? This isn't a facts and knowledge type of stream. This is about feelings. And my feelings are valid. Go away. You have feelings? I will chop you into bits like you're a Chinese sausage, and then I'm gonna stir fry you with day old rice, scallion, soy sauce, oil. Oh my god. Hello, Laura. Thank you very much for the raid. We just started today. Thank you very much. How are you? Ela will eat us if we don't raid. She's into vor. I'm sorry, that's not a topic I usually bring up on this, but vor? Chat? Yes? Good to know. Good to know you're part of that, Vex. Every day I discover something new that you're into. Welcome back to the stream. Thank you for introducing me to so many cool new VTubers whose audiences are into vor. Welcome in though, Laura. Thank you very much much for the raid. Hi everyone. I'm Yui. I just started the stream. I'm lamenting a little bit because I'm on antibiotics right now and I'm experiencing dire side effects. Not really dire, just inconvenient and uncomfortable because I'm just a girl and anything that brings me a mild amount of displeasure feels like the end of the world to me because I'm mentally ill. Welcome in! Yippee! I hope you're all doing well. Welcome in again. What were you guys up to?
I hope you get
Hi, Dark.
I've been
Thank you for
in the
13
bag.
months.
I'm
I'm
extremely
proud
happy
of
that
you.
I'm able
Do
to
it.
watch your stream.
Do it. You know, I know you're from the West Coast. Shit is expensive here. Grind that. I believe in you. Get your bread. Thank you so much. Glad to see you back. Thank you for 13 months. Hi, Zan. Welcome in. Hi, Nell. Hello. A girl, quote unquote girl. You guys are denying me my gender. Stop doing that. Listen, Raiders, I'm really sorry. Every time I refer to myself in this stream as a woman, this entire group of people is like, woman? You're so fun. You're a girl? Question mark? I didn't know that. Even though I sound the way I fucking do. I hate you guys. Raiders, I like you more. Please be nice to me. Nobody here is... Nobody here treats me like a human being.
Wow.
I just said being.
Wow. 5 months. Pre-happy Valentine's Day, yo. At least I know I'm not going to be the only
I
one
said
alone
bean.
tomorrow, you
God, where's
disappointed.
Kidney? Man, I was hyping myself up so bad to sound cool at the end of that, and then I just fumbled the bag entirely. This happens so often. I think I'm like yapping up a storm, and then at the last second I stutter over something or mispronounce a word because I'm ESL, and then everything goes to shit. Kidney is a good bean. But I feel bad. I just appropriated his
Morning, Raiders.
identity.
He's a little delulu.
Him? Did you just call me a him? I know it's 2025, but are we really reversing it that much? Raiders, I promise you it's not typically like this. I will not stand for this mischaracterization of myself. It's offensive, and who said it? Zidri, I'm going to cancel you on Twitter, okay? You're done for, kid. I'm writing the twit longer. No, you don't even deserve a twit longer. That's not long enough. You get the whole Google Doc for calling me him. What do you think this is? Thank you, Mirko, for 8 months. Thank you very much. Wiener, thank you for 5 months. I really appreciate it. Welcome back. Maddie, thank you for 5 months. Snail, thank you for 4 months.
It is always like
Yes?
this, Raiders. Don't let the 42-year-old
I'm not a
fool you.
Okay, I'm a hag. I'm a quote unquote hag. I'm a hag for the market. For the market of VTuber watchers who enjoy hags. Also, hi Namu, welcome in. Thank you very much. Stop making fun of my Canadian accent. Please. Wait, how do you pronounce Canadian?
Canadian.
Canadian. Canadian. Okay. Ah! Hold on, I can't be screaming like this. I literally had a nosebleed half an hour ago. You guys are ruining my life. My health is done for. How could you
It's
do
only
this to me?
truly
What the hell,
confirmed
shirt? Are
he
you
is a
shut
fucking
up?
fragile Chinese baby.
No crash outs allowed. I think I'm allowed a crash out. Absolutely. It is Valentine's Day in some time zones already, and it's gonna be Valentine's Day for me tomorrow. I think this is one of the only times of the year where I am, where everyone's crash out is reasonably justified. Fragile Chinese, I will cough over you. I, I will metamorphosize from a fragile Chinese baby into a hydrogen bomb. I will blow your ass up. Have you considered just not crashing out? Have you considered just getting your wife back, March? Fuck you. Ooh. What are you doing tomorrow, March? You fucking divorcee? What are you doing on Valentine's Day? Huh? No way you're celebrating it better than I am. At least I don't have anyone to yearn over the way that you do. James Sutherland looking motherfucker. That's right. Stop! He's already dead! He's not dead enough! Anywho, violence today? Don't get on my nerves. Do not piss me off today. I am dead serious. I hate Valentine's Day so much. For obvious reasons. Do not get on I'm pissed. And I'm sick. You know, my date on Valentine's Day is fucking amoxicillin. It's an antibiotic. It's the medication I've been voring on stream. Okay, I don't know. I'm so tired. You know, because of the months, or what I assume are the months, because there's literally no other reason for this, I have been waking up congested out of my goddamn mind. Like, I am waking up at 5 a.m., mouth dry, struggling to breathe through my nose.
I found you on YouTube and your voice was so cozy that I fell
I
asleep
love
like
fat
a fat
pandas.
panda.
I'm Chinese.
So
Did
here
you know
I
that? I'm
represent.
Chinese. I'm kidding.
That roast deserves a sub
Thank you.
play.
Welcome in. Thank you so much for checking me out from YouTube. I really appreciate it. Thank you very much. Nums, welcome in. Kevin, hello. Zana, hello. Lucifer, thank you for 2 months. Thank you very, very much. I appreciate it. Weedy, thank you so much for subbing. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. It means the most. Thank you. Like I was saying, right? I wake up at like 5 a.m. the last couple of days. I'm congested and I've been like in deep sleep, so my body has adapted to like mouth breathing like a disgusting person. I wake up, my mouth is all dry, I'm struggling to breathe, my nose is all blocked up, and then I shift in my bed. And that wakes up my puppy. And Yuppie gets agitated because she sees that I'm awake and she starts screaming her head off at 5 a.m. in the morning. This has been my life the last 2 nights. It's been debilitating, and then I don't fall back asleep until 6, and then I wake up awful. Don't call me. It's the meds. I swear, it's the meds, and it's the fact that I have a deviated septum. I am literally anti-evolution. I don't deserve to survive. Thank God for human civilization, or else I would not be alive. You guys are so mean. What are we doing this fine evening? We are going to yap for a bit, and then we have some games that we can play. I got a bunch new, more funny games, but we can also run it back to like Voices of the Void or something more series related as well. But I have a lot of games right now. I generally play a lot of horror games, and recently I've been playing a lot of like simulator games and rage games and funny games. I bought a game called Trick Shot Simulator, and I realized after I downloaded it that it's probably a rage game, and I don't know why I did this to myself, but at the same time I think it's gonna be really funny. I wanna yeet a freaking like clothes hanger at a pole and have it spin around and stand up, you know? Hi Zen, I live for the unhinged rants. My favorite has been I'll bite your nuts off. I will eat your fucking nuts. I will chew on them. It is Valentine's Day tomorrow. If no one gives me if no one like comes up to my front door with roses and chocolate and asks for my dad's blessing to marry me, I will eat your fucking nuts. I don't. I'm dying. Hi, Pyro. Welcome in. So glad to give you this impression of me. Really appreciate it. Fantastic. Just great.
What the heck?
I promise you, Raiders, I am so sorry.
Yippee!
Once again,
Glad you have
I
plans tomorrow, I guess.
like
you
I am
each three.
I genuinely am not usually this unhinged. I it's just Valentine. I'm just pissed, okay? I'm bitter about life. I am a woman. My biological clock is ticking. I'm on a limited egg timer compared to all of you, and I love babies. And it's Valentine's Day tomorrow. Have I mentioned that? And I'm probably gonna be playing Fortnite alone. Woo! I love being an adult in 2025. Limited egg timer is crazy. Listen,
Yui, I know the gnawing lonely void in your chest is an unpleasant feeling, but this is no time to be this parasocial with chat.
I'm literally taking it out on chat. I don't. Am I being parasocial with chat, or am I taking out the pain of my existence out on chat? I think it's the latter. But thank you, and I'm glad to hear that my unhinged ranting is resonating with you in a good way. Thank you, Mickey. Zidri, thank you for gifting Zen a sub. Null, thank you for gifting a sub to Mouth Breather. I hate you so much. Mickey, sorry. Thank you for gifting a sub again. Thank you, guys. Yo, I'll play Fortnite with you while ignoring my own wife who's also watching stream. Ari Cypher, I know you're here. Yes, Ari, I know you're here right now. Tell on this bitch. Tell on him. You tell on him, you let Mel know, and I'm gonna unmod him because that is an unacceptable comment to make. Wait, if you are married in this chat, you better love your partner with all your heart. I swear to God, you better treat your significant other like they are your only light in this world, because that's how I would treat my significant other if I had one! Sorry.
Yippee!
You'd think she would be you going through tomorrow alone for now.
You know, you know what else is getting to me? Remember how I had a nosebleed before, and I was talking about how I was really uncomfortable leading up to the stream? I really thought that today would be a very slow stream where I would kind of yap slowly and we would talk gently about menial things like how I avoided having coffee for the last 2 days. But I think it was the fact that someone in chat reminded me that it was already Valentine's Day for them, and then all of my misery and despair over antibiotics turned into anger and female rage. You know, I brought up the egg timer because it's like the funniest way to depict a countdown, and it's what I'm used to because I like baking and stuff. But no, I think that was totally a Freudian slip. I think I literally meant egg timer somewhere in my subconscious. Literally, my ovaries are aging. I have like I've like 6-7 years of prime time left, and then I'm done. I'm That was a joke. That was a joke. Except it was half a joke because I actually took the time to do the math in my head. You had time, don't be dramatic. It's different for women. It's different. You know how lucky you motherfuckers are? You guys can... For you guys it doesn't matter, but society, and I'm not saying this to be some feminist, I'm saying this to... I'm just saying this because it is simply a fact of life. Age treats the sexes differently. This is simply how it is. It is society. And it is biology. It's like, I just have to deal with it, but I'm not dealing with it very well, am I? Yeah, remember, chat, a 35-year-old pregnancy is... Sorry, not 35-year-old. Yeah, how long have you been... How many months are you into your pregnancy? 420. Sorry. My bad.
With your baby forge will still be acceptable operating temp until 40. My own mother was 43 when I was born in the 90s. You have plenty of time.
I got you, but it's still scary, and also because someone like... I have health problems. I'm not built like your mom. I'm sure your mom is great, and she was very strong, and she rocked it. But man, I'm not... I know I'm not built like that. I'm not strong. Do you guys remember the phantom pregnancies that were like on Dr. Phil and stuff in the 2010s? Like middle-aged women who had pudgy bellies and sincerely believed that they were pregnant. It was like an entire phenomenon. No. Yeah, like a lot of it. At the end of the day, I think it was like a form of mental illness, like genuine delusion. But these women with like slightly larger tummies than like average genuinely believed that they had been pregnant for 2 years, 3 years, 4 years. And
Wow.
they claim that everyone else was simply wrong. June, I will... Ah! You're so funny. Short. How tall are you? Tell me right now to my face. How tall are you? I will eat you. I will eat you up. I will unhinge my jaw. I will dislocate my TMJ, and I will eat your toes and your ankles. I'll take away 2 whole inches from your height. I'm 7 foot. Yeah, you would like 7 feet, would you? You freaky bitch. You would like 7 feet. Crash out number 5. I'm so sorry. I'm a little bit... I'm a little bit unwell today. Thank you very much for 4 months, though. Thank you. Faf, thank you for subbing. I really appreciate it. Thank you. It's just one long continuous crash out. Yes. But I think it's justified. Thank you. So back to these women who believe they were pregnant, and the reason I'm talking about this is definitely to make me feel better about myself. um, they would like deny care. They would actually go for things like ultrasounds. They would go for like voluntary, like privately paid,
Wow.
like their OB-GYN like appointments. They would go to family doctors, and they would believe that society at large was lying to them and trying to convince them that they weren't pregnant when they actually were. They would get ultrasounds, and then they would see like little specks in the ultrasounds, and they would be like, the technician swears there's nothing in this image and that I'm not pregnant, but I know that I am. I know that's my baby right there. It was really sad, I think. Also because I think the women who I saw go on Dr. Phil claiming that they were pregnant were all single. Like, and they had not had a partner leading up to their believed pregnancy. Like, they all believed they were like new forms of the Virgin Mary, and they had essentially artificially procured a living fetus. And they were all single. Yeah, single, no partner. Sorry, just single. They were all single and middle aged. So I felt like for a lot of them it was probably a mental illness conflated with loneliness, which is genuinely really sad. Yeah, immaculate conception. Thank you very much. Yeah, that's exactly what it is. And they went on Dr. Phil, like, and they were incredibly stubborn and continue to be on the show, and like the internet laughed at them, but like they really believed. If you really believe and you're unwell, it must take a lot out of you coming to the
Yippee!
realization that there you actually have nothing to look forward to.
Psychological pregnancy is a real thing, and your brain gets so convinced that you are pregnant that you even beg on to produce milk and hormones specific for
I don't think
pregnant.
any of those women experience those more physical symptoms. I think if they had, they
Wow.
would have been so much
Hope
worse
you're
off.
doing well,
But
cutie.
you're right.
18
Thank
months,
you,
let's
Edie.
go.
Thank you, Shiny, for 18 months. Thank you. I hope you're doing well too. I'm I'm gonna do well starting on Saturday. Today and tomorrow, I am allowing myself to crash out continuously. It is crazy. Yeah. All of those women really looked forward to their babies too, which is just kind of heartbreaking. Anyway, how did we get onto this? I'm I'm sorry. I'm very sorry. I'm done with this topic now, I swear.
Yippee!
Yeah,
It's weird for the road to crash out.
the road. You just called me the road. I'm sorry, the road. Well, for your information, if I were a road, I would be a road in San Francisco. I would be so curvy. I would have so many hills. I I would
Yippee!
Nah, UE isn't the road.
I
Roads have
defeated your
curves.
argument, March. I have curves. I'm just located in SF. Okay? Modius, welcome. Sigh. I like flat straight roads. Well, then I'm a flat straight road. Am I cute?
Yippee!
Yes?
More like a support beam on a bridge, plank.
First stream, not gonna lie. This is
Irrelevant
actually
frown,
sad.
so you're tilted.
I'm tilted, but I'm also curved. Yes. Yes. That's such an awful first time chat. I'm actually depressed now.
Yippee!
This is what you
Believe you were a paid
expose new
circus, you would
viewers
be
to,
in
you
1/8
guys.
mile drag strip. Short, flat, smooth.
How is that so specific? How? How is that as... Ugh. I hope you... I hope you try to drive at 120 miles per hour in the winter on my alleged drag strip and the ice makes you skid off and crash and you die. That's right. Drag strip. Ah! Wait! No way.
Yippee!
No way.
Drag,
Drag.
drag,
Drag.
drag,
Drag. Hold
drag,
on. Drag.
drag,
Drag.
drag,
Drag. Drag. Drag.
drag,
Drag. 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 Drag.
drag,
Drag. 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 Drag.
drag,
Drag. I'm sweating. I'm so embarrassed. I need to take off my hoodie. Hold on. Okay, well, I'm embarrassed. Alright. Okay. I see the cards I've been dealt. I see how it is. Okay. Alright. Oh.
drag,
Drag.
drag,
Drag.
drag,
Drag. Get dragged. Get dragged. No. Get dragged. Get dragged. Get. Okay. I want every American in chat to shut up. Okay? You know what? Fine. I'm gonna start talking in an American accent. This is what y'all sound like down in the North American South. I don't mean just the American South. I mean the entirety of the continent of North America. That's what y'all sound like. Hi, Green. Welcome in, fellow Canadian. You're welcome
I
here.
think chat points out your accent because hearing your voice is very pleasant to listen to.
You know, that's probably the nicest thing you've said to me, but I don't think it's the case. I think they point out my accent because hearing my accent is very funny. But you know, thank you for the optimism.
It's
Am
also
I right
funny.
or is he right? Chat. Is it true that you guys laugh at my accent because you think it sounds nice, or you laugh at my accent because my accent sounds funny? I don't care about your opinions. I know you American folk, you just can't shut up. If you got something to say, you just can't stop yapping about it like you're the president of the world and it's all about you and your individualism. Well, I don't care. I don't give a shit. I I'm not from that kind of culture and I need y'all to stop giving me your opinions. I'm tired of hearing them. Hell rat brother, amen. Can you do a Toronto accent? I genuinely can't. Like, like,
Yippee!
like a
Your accent is
Torontonian
funny, but you
accent
have a
sounds
pleasant
like if
voice, so
you
that's more than
if
fine,
you
you know.
shoved English words into like a random accent generator. That's what the Torontonian accent sounds like to me. Like they're one moment they're like British, the next they're Canadian, the next they're like borderline like South Asian. I don't even know. Like that's what it sounds like to me. And then like the next they're like imitating like American accents, but specifically like American slang. It's weird. It feels like a cookie with everything in it. Also, thank you, Edie. Thank you very much. Of course, Mazza. Yeehaw, partner. I no, I genuinely don't think I can imitate it. I I can do a I mean, because I'm from the West Coast, I can do a Valley girl, but that's about all, and it's not really about the accent. It's about the tone. Um, I I can also, this is like Valley. This is like Northern California, but like, if you want me to like I can be like a little bartender too at a cafe in one of the cities. Um, I maybe today isn't the time to do this. But do you want like a caramel macchiato? Will that be all? Regular syrup? Do you want like ice in it or not? Little more I can't do it. I don't have fry. If I try to imitate vocal fry, I literally kill myself. uh, well, uh, uh, uh. Okay, no more. It sounds like the barista that spits in your drink if you don't tip 20%. Exactly. Um, and like if you make more than 5 cumulative seconds of eye contact with her while you're ordering, she'll think that you're hitting on her and then she's gonna talk shit about you out loud to her coworkers while making your coffee. Sounds like you're about to. I can't do it. I wish I could. I know exactly how it goes. If I could apply more vocal fry, I could definitely do it. You guys have to tip? Yeah, we're from North America. We get asked to tip for literally everything that is in some way, shape, or form a service, which is basically everything. Like I have I I have literally gone to an like artisan like artist pop-up shop with my sister because she wanted to buy presents for her friends. Like it is literally a small retail shop. They sell like candles, handmade jewelry, anime charms, which is what she was there for, like cute like articles of clothing all from independent artists. I got a checkout for her because I said it was my treat, and I'm literally buying physical items from a retail store like I'm at like a freaking H&M. And on the credit card display there's an option that forces you to click no tip before you go to pay. Like I have not talked to you, person at the register. You have not given me any help. This is our first interaction, and the lowest tip percentage that isn't zero is 15%. Are you serious? It's so insane. I don't know. Like just because there's some small business, they feel like they can have the audacity to do that. I just don't agree with it. I feel like I I just feel like it makes you look really bad. And from my perspective as a client, if I had to go through the discomfort of having to click no tip in front of you while you look at me for not giving me any real service, I would not come back because it's really awkward and uncomfortable. And especially because for merchandise like that, you can literally buy it online these days. And it's sad because like we want to support retail, right? We don't want everything to be taken on online, in my opinion. I think there's something really valuable still about being able to go to a mall in person and see physical things before you buy them. But like why are we turning it into this? It's so lame. Just don't tip be shameless, but it's still like something that sticks with you, clearly, in my opinion. I believe that's called class warfare. What is that? Wait, how so? How so? Explain. I'm actually fascinated. I love these concepts.
Yippee!
Is this moral blackmailing or guilt tripping?
I don't think it's either because it's a business doing it to you. I guess it's kind of guilt tripping in a way, but whatever the business term for that is, especially I do not understand.
Yippee!
I was at Starbucks, hit zero, and watched a barista's face frown so fast you
Ew! Ew! Jesus! I don't get it. I really don't. Like, personally, if you're going, when you go through like a drive-through at McDonald's, they don't ask you for a tip, even though they're making you food, but just because it's a beverage and it's a mixed beverage, somehow it changes. Like that, I don't. But it's because you can literally do both through a drive-through, but in the McDonald's checkout, they won't ask you for a tip, and in the Starbucks checkout, they will. And that just doesn't make sense to me. I don't see why drinks should be given more value than food. But like, also, as someone who like really genuinely enjoys service work, it like having your genuine emotions out on display that blatantly, if you're checking out a customer, like visibly like smile dropping when you don't tip, is like bizarre. Actually go work a desk job and do something else. Like that to me is such a baseline level of maturity that you should have. Doesn't matter how much you're being underpaid. Like, it should be your personal value not to want to make people uncomfortable and to not want to like guilt them into tipping you or making them feel bad for not. Like just move on. They're customer like 25 out of 225 in a day. What's so personal about it to you? Shut the fuck up. Like, sorry, I'm like, I get so heated over stuff like this. It's so small. Like, why can't, it's such a small thing that you can do to just have courtesy for your fellow human being, and you don't do it over what, a tip of like $1.81? Kill yourself. In game. Like, I have worked a job where I was providing a service, and I made no tips. I was like, this was like the third restaurant I worked in. I was hired as the hostess because they didn't have any openings for servers, and it was a Western restaurant, so they didn't have tip splits with the entire staff. So only servers made tips. The hostess and everyone in the kitchen makes close to basically minimum wage. My only benefit was that I got to eat for free, whereas the servers made all the tips, but had to eat for like $10. So, but like $10 over 6 hours of work isn't 6-7 hours of work is nothing. Like that value in food, right? You know what I did? I worked over the summer and then I quit. It was my shortest stint because I realized that I was providing just as much like communication to customers and like enhancing their experience as they walked in through the door. I just quit. You don't treat them worse. You talk to them, you smile at them, you make conversation with them, you let them know that, okay, if they want a booth seat, you're gonna allocate it for them because it'll make them happy, right? Because that's my job. And if I feel like I'm not getting paid enough, then I'm gonna leave. I'm not gonna make it miserable for the customers because it's not their fault. It's like common sense. I don't get it. Oh my god.
Here's a tip dumpling.
It's still really draining. That's where I think I differ. I genuinely enjoy doing that kind of stuff. I love talking to people with a purpose. I don't have to know you, but I know at heart that I'm providing something for you and I'm helping you. And if you're grateful to me for it, then I'm happy. Thank you, Obsidian. No, I actually after that job, I really went like full time in college, so I stopped working service after that. It was really just my first year or two after I turned like 17, 18, where I was trying to make some money for college so that I could like afford
Fun
Subway.
fact, workers are allowed to be paid under
That's
the
all.
minimum wage. If you don't make
That's in
minimum
the
wage,
US.
the restaurant is forced to pay the difference.
The US is
You're
crazy.
actually just paying the restaurant before the
Yeah, it doesn't work that way in Canada, thank God. It is fair. If you are a server at a restaurant, you are paid the legal, like, provincial minimum wage. And then tips are everything that you make on top of that, period, point blank. It is illegal to be paid under that for anything if you are legally employed. But so the US system really is crazy. It like I heard about that. I think when I was in my teens. And I didn't think it was real or possible. I feel for you guys. That's crazy. Like servers, especially if you work at like higher end restaurants. Oh, my belly. Or restaurants that serve a lot of alcohol or are centered around drinking. Um, no, a lot of I know a lot of people who like straight up have college degrees, but then go back to the service industry and become a server or a bartender afterwards, not even because they couldn't find work in their degree necessarily, but because working as a server, they make more from the tips. Especially bartenders. And also a lot of them like the flexibility of like restaurant work schedules more. It is really physically taxing on you though. It's like working bedside in a hospital. It's really something that you do before you turn 40 and then after you have to figure things out. Thank you, Lucia. You don't have to give me anything. Thank you very much. Brad, thank you very much again. You do need to be charismatic to I think specifically bartending, you have to be really charismatic. And I think it's like I think bartending is also a little bit easier for guys. I feel like if you're a female bartender, you have to fit into a very specific personality. Where like for example, I don't think someone with my personality, even though I made drinks, I don't think someone like me could be an active bartender because I'm just like I feel like I'm too like gentle, you know? I'm definitely more of like a server. Does that make sense? Like female bartenders, they have like an archetype about them, which is really cool. But it's not me. Hi Danny, thank you for 8 months. Thank you. I am too little guy. That's exactly what it is. I am too little guy coded. It's like you have to be strong headed if you want to be a female bartender. Exactly, little guy. For English Canadian provinces, can you explain the difference between college and university? Do you have to go to college before going to university? Um, that's very interesting, and it's very funny that you pointed out English speaking and the fact that you're from Quebec. Why does Quebec have to do everything different? My entire life, when I've been filling out applications for like work, for anything social related, like provincial government related, for anything school related, they always make you specify whether you're either First Nations, which is valid, and or whether you're from Quebec, because you guys just have such different legislation and law when it comes to literally everything, every system, every regulatory body for a profession, every college, the way that you weigh courses and education. You guys are such pygmies, such pygmies. Your like visa system is different, which is insane because I feel like acquiring a Canadian visa should be a federal thing and not a provincial thing, but Quebec has or had different laws. Make it make sense, man. Like why? Quebec is like the Canadian equivalent of California, except if like the federal government in the US was too weak to enforce any like, hey, you have to conform to the rest of the country. Also, if we work for a while in another province, we still have to pay Quebec taxes. What the fuck is that? What is that, y'all? Like, listen to that. If your primary residence is in Quebec, like the one on your driver's license, but you move and work in a different province, say Ontario, you still have to pay Quebec tax. This is like the definition of nationalism. This is like such a clear example of regional nationalism. I'm not gonna say my opinion, but I think you can tell. Actual answer for you in American anyway. Colleges are not accredited for giving a degree higher than bachelor's. Yes, it's basically the same here. Colleges, I think with Canadians, at least our perception of college and university is a bit more mixed. Like when I was in college, a lot of people in university refer to it as college, and a lot of people in college also just refer to it as uni for short. Um, I don't think it's as like distinct for us, but I think that technical definitions are exactly the same. Like, yeah, universities provide graduate degrees, and that's basically the difference. That's American too. I work in a different state and pay two. Oh, my belly. Oh, and pay two state taxes, but the
Isn't
state
it the
I live
same
in
for
gives it all
Americans?
back later.
If you have an American
Cho,
passport,
Cho,
you have to pay
does
taxes
Quebec
to
give you
America even
back
if
your
you work
provincial
outside
taxes
America.
if you prove that you lived out of Quebec at the time? No, but that's like a national thing. This we're talking about provincial income tax. Like he's talking about moving somewhere in Canada and still having to pay the regional specific tax. No, not from what I know. I think that you have to stay years outside for it to work. I assume that you probably have to legally change your address. Like either on your passport or on your driver's license or both. Just legally changing where you live. Probably. And changing where you live according to the CRA. That is crazy. Who's talking about leg lengths in my chat? This is how I know you don't have a Valentine for tomorrow. You're discussing the leg lengths, the inseams of VTubers. This is how I know you're fucking single. God. Don't, please, don't stoop to my level. You deserve. We are on Twitch, it's true. Listen, I swear though, I am 5'8". I'm 5'8", okay? Oh, I promise you, I don't really know my actual inseam, but I know the length of pants that I have to buy at minimum. Like, if I'm buying pants online, let's say, uh, mid-rise pants, they have to be at least 105 centimeters long, or else when I sit down, my ankle shows, and I hate that. That's my minimum, 105 centimeters for my pants. I don't know my exact inseam. I don't buy tailored clothes like that. I What do I do with this information? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know how relevant it is to what you guys are discussing. It's just something that I have to look for very carefully if I'm buying women's pants, or else for sure when I sit down, I'm gonna look like I have cargos. And I'm looking like I have cargo shorts.
So you're 3 feet tall?
So I'm 3 feet tall after hearing the pant measurement 105 centimeters. Okay. Okay. Okay, we can do this. We can do this. You wanna go that far? We will. I don't care. We will go there. Okay? So, everyone, let me depict to you what Zidri thinks an adult human being looks like. So, let's put in my hair here. So, this is my head.
Yippee!
Yo is conically 2'3".
I'll kill you. I'm making myself look cute because what's going on the rest of me is not cute. So, he thinks this is what I look like. Yeah? Is this what I am to you? Oh, don't. How could I forget? My neck hip hybrid. There you go. Is this what I am to you? Is this what you think a human being looks like? Have you ever gone outside? Ever in your life? Spicy. Oh, also, your name is stupid, Spicy. Don't call it accurate. Your name literally means spicy, spicy. You think you're so slick? Spicy picante. It's literally spicy, spicy. Where's your sense of character? How high on your stomach do your pants go? It depends on the rise. Oh, my belly. Anyway, this is inaccurate. I don't look like this. I am a whole human being, and I am very tall. I am not 3 feet. I am like... Okay, let me put this for you in a diagram, yeah? I'm like... I'm like this tall. Okay. Oh, I forgot my shoes. Here, I'm just poking out because they're apple bottom pants. Listen, this is how tall I am. This is correct, okay? I am a whole 5'8".
Yippee!
Yo is
Check
2
mark.
people on top
Yeah?
of each other or 3 people with
Makes
one in each
sense.
leg of the pan and one on top.
Hi, Matthias. Welcome in. Hi, Bear. Tall. I am. I am. Okay? I am plenty tall. That's why. mm, just so you're aware, the apple bottom. Oh, okay. Sorry. I'm wearing flare jeans. Oh, my belly. I'm wearing flare jeans. That's what it is. Understood. Don't you mean 5'7"? Don't you mean you need to go call your wife? Oh, I'm sorry. Your ex-wife? I do got legs for miles. I'm tall. I'm a tall girl. Okay? I need I love shitting on merch. It's so easy. It's literally so easy. Happy Valentine's Day. At least I'm not you. I am beating all the allegations. I don't care. I am going to take out all of my frustration on you guys over Valentine's Day. I don't want to hear it. Okay. Thank you. Thank you for joining me for my self-depiction. I hope it's to your liking. I'm taking us back now. Okay. I am. I'm like exactly 172, I believe.
Wow.
You yix flush.
Hi, Cass. Thank you for 18 entire months. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So you're mad you don't have a hot date and you're just mad Chad is calling you a tiny brat? Yes?
Yippee!
At
Yes,
least we
I
all
am.
know
Am I
those
allowed to be?
touches first.
Yippee!
Leg lengthening fund you yix bless.
I don't need a leg lengthening surgery, apparently, Jay. I need a boob job, according to Gabe. Either that or I need a rhinoplasty to make my nose more pointy so that I can justify it touching the wall first. Oh god, look at what he said. Oh, this is gonna make me crash out again, I swear. How are you mad about Valentine's Day, says Bear. It's a great day. I'm getting dinner with my wife and watching a movie. Excuse for a little date. I hope you're happy living my dream. And I am so happy for you. And thank you for sharing with the class. Don't gift him a sub. He has a wife. He doesn't need a sub. He doesn't deserve it. He has happiness in life. He doesn't need to seek anything on the internet. He doesn't deserve a sub. Yui, this is why you're fifth monitor. Hey, listen, Hacks. At least I'm not the one with 5 monitors and no bitches. Woo! And gift him 2 subs, 1 for him and 1 for the wife. Why are all of you rubbing it in? Why are all of you rubbing it in? I know for a fact most of you are in the same position I am, but you're less mad about it. I'm more mad about it. I don't care, but still we're in the same situation. Why are you gloating and agreeing with others, rubbing their happiness in my face? I also have a date with the wife, but mine is tomorrow and we're doing Italian. How many of you have or have had wives and are watching my So I'm counting 4 so far who have been in chat today.
At least you are giving me, and us, happiness.
Thank you,
Unix
Joe.
Yahoo.
I hope I can give you happiness for being from Quebec. Thank you very much. Thank you. Ask them for home boss? No! 元宵节已经过了，新年已经过了，我不是小孩啊！天哪！
Yippee!
Magnifying your pain distracts
Huh?
us from ours, and delays the inevitable implosion from loneliness despair.
So, what you're saying is I am doing you a service, right? I'm providing a valuable service, yes? No tip? Fuck! Ayo, chat. If you're single in the chat right now, 15% pay up.
Yippee!
I'm not married but have a date. Have any tips?
Are you serious? You have a date tomorrow on Valentine's Day? Have any Are you serious? My chat is getting dates before me. I can't live with that. Okay, listen, I do have tips for who made that poll. Who made that poll?
Yippee!
Thank you. You don't have to. That was a joke. Thank you, Aiden. March, put your vote. Yeah. Thank you, March. I see you. Singular divorcee.
Does the poor single tuber that's crashing out before Valentine's Day need a hung bow with a 15% tip?
I'm not a baby! I'm not
Yippee!
a baby and
I
I'm
better
not
see if
senile.
Link's
I want
gone in
chocolates. I want like a cheap little box of like, I don't know, Hershey's Kisses from someone who isn't taken. Thank you very much, March. Thank you. What about actual kisses? I want chocolate, please. I want chocolate and roses and romance and like a letter of
Best you'll get
admiration.
is yuppie farts UX3.
If at least I'll have Yuppie to hug. I thank God for my dog. Thank you. I appreciate her so much. Thank you, Mia.
Yippee!
Yes.
Want some McDonald's with that?
Yes. Yes. I would take McDonald's over chocolates and roses for Valentine's Day. I'm being completely serious. I say I want chocolates and roses, but the D-gen side of me would happily take a McDouble with fries and a McFlurry, nuggets, and a peach pie instead of chocolate. Picky eater moment. I'm not picky at all. If you get me like sushi or pizza or anything else, I'll be happy too. I'm not a big candy eater these days. If I got chocolates, I would enjoy them, but for this sentiment, I wouldn't really go out and buy chocolates myself these days. Also, hi, Unorthodox. Welcome in. Driving Highway 10 in Saudi Arabia has more curves and features than UE. What the fuck? What?
Yippee!
Love has eluded me for a long time. I've been asked about being their boyfriend by girls before but haven't understood what they meant, so it didn't go so well.
I have
I
seen
understood it a few
so
years
many
later.
people post about that, like girls trying to throw them hints, and then they come to the realization that they were trying to throw hints like 5 years later, and they fall into a perpetual state of despair for the rest of their lives. I've seen it so much. I have seen it disproportionately through Reddit posts, which is really funny. It was a hint. Yes. Yes. Do we need a crash course on this? Listen, if a girl generally agrees to do things with you on an extracurricular basis and you're both in your 20s, even if it's a mutual interest, the fact that she's doing it alone with your asking is enough to indicate her interest. I think this is a big thing. I think a lot of guys think that girls are just being nice and inclusive if they ask you to participate, like if they want you to play games with them. It's not that, it's more. 9 times out of 10, especially if she initiates. The only crash course I'm taking is 120 into. I feel that.
What
I
if
feel
she's just
literally
being
me.
friendly?
That's how I feel. That's literally how I feel.
Too confusing, you'll just die alone with my 3 kids.
Jay, you would amount to so much if you would just admit you had like debilitating mental issues and went on Adderall. Like a little meth would heal you.
Yippee!
Oh no, a girl asked me straight out if I used to like her. At a coffee shop she invited me out to. This has happened more than once. Alora despair.
Yippee!
The front of Yo's house is a crash course.
Shut up. Shut up. Never talk again. Shut up. Shut up. I don't want to hear it. Shut up. Shut up forever. Shut up. Yeah, if, if you're on the younger side, and a girl even, like, asks if you want to get coffee in the morning in the cafeteria together, it's pretty telling. Patty said, can you guys shut up? It hurts even more on Valentine's Day. Bitch, if you dropped League of Legends, went outside to get a little color on that pasty ass white skin, and actually thought to like put yourself out there and unmute in Discord for once, maybe you'd have a chance, but no. 3,000 hours on League. You're a lost cause. Brother is not reproducing. Also, you need, I know it sounds hypocritical coming from me, but you need to stop saying so loudly that you enjoy toes. Okay. Hi, Vasa. Welcome and thank you. Thank you. I feel so complimented. Thank you. It is hypocrite. I know. But you know, I'm here and you are there and you have a better chance at living a happy, fulfilled life with a wife than I do. I I'm succumbing. I'm accepting what I am, okay? Don't you also just spend a lot of time on Discord? I don't. I actually don't. It's not good. Unfortunately not. Okay, I need more water. I'm all out. I'm gonna go get some. Um, Thank you for yapping with me and making me feel worse. I was about to say better, and then I thought about it for a second, and I was like, no, it's definitely worse. I was not expecting to be gloated to by people in chat today, actually, in a relationship. I was expecting to be like a brother in arms with all of you and be like, yeah, it's okay, we got each other, we're gonna be okay. But no, instead I had people talking to me about how they made reservations at an Italian restaurant tomorrow with their wife. You have no idea how much it hurts to know that Twitch chatters are living better lives than me.
Yippee!
I am single and enjoying it. Does this make you feel better?
No, because on a selfish level, I'm single and I'm not enjoying it. And I'm having to accept that I have become the archetype of the shut-in e-girl that I always swore that I wouldn't be, but I am.
Me on the cheek and I did nothing. I am doomed. I thought it was an accident.
Yippee!
I had to get a date so I can spite you.
That
I
is an
can't be on the
L
same
if I've
level
ever
as
heard
you.
one. I had to get a date so I can spite Yui. I can't be on the same. Imagine finding your way into a loving relationship all because you wanted to spite and feel like you were living a better life than a VTuber. It's ironic because that's literally so easy. It is literally so much easier than you think to live a better life than your average VTuber. All you have to do is go out about once a day, wake up at a regular time, and make yourself food with vegetables. And don't spend over 8 hours of your day on a computer. You will be living a better life than your average Twitch streamer. Hi, Rod. I can do that? Glad to know. I'm so proud of you. You don't have to rub it in. Having a family of four just to spite you. being a Zoomer and like participating in a nuclear family because it spites your most watched VTuber. You know what? I'll take that because I'll still be giving society a net positive. You know, I'll be fostering human connection at the cost of my own. But because I'm an enemy to those who want to not be like me. Having a family, making good money, owning a home, and don't need to worry. I don't know what any of that means. Put that away. I Yui is okay, now you're just rubbing it in. You don't have to do me like that. Yui's a good example of what not to do. Are you kidding me? You're saying that, Burrow? You literally had a girl kiss you, and you were like, oh, I think she's just really friendly. I would not let that slip personally, but you do you. And you're saying that I'm a good example of what not to. You piss me off. Actually, don't piss me off. If it makes you feel better, you aren't paying a mortgage, but I am paying rent. I wish I was paying a mortgage. I wish I had the ability to work for a mortgage. Okay? You're living the life and you don't even realize it. You are literally engaging in full fiscal and independent, like relationship independence. I wish I was you. I will take your soul out of your body and I will doppelganger you and I will replace you and I will have a wife and a mortgage and a happy family. I will eat your soul and replace you. Are you streaming tomorrow? If I end up getting too depressed about my prospect tomorrow night of playing Fortnite alone, or third wheeling with my friend and her boyfriend, then I will. Yeah, oh god, don't third wheel. Yeah, you're right, which is why I said I'm playing alone Fortnite tomorrow night. If that ends up being too painful for me mentally, I'll stream.
Pog stream tomorrow.
Shut up! Don't assume! You think that I couldn't, in the next 12 hours, in the next 24 hours, you don't think I could, like, find a husband and enjoy my evening out with. Clam, welcome in. Yui was the Mormon no way. You just called me a Mormon. No way. No way you called me Mormon. You can try by ending stream now and touching grass. I don't have the confidence for that. Go out and just talk to some guy on the road. No. Wow. Book a flight to a convention of singles.
Yippee!
If you end up
Yes?
third wheeling, could you take a picture of the couple holding hands and you holding your own hand?
Yippee!
I watch Yo to make me feel better about myself.
No way there's a girl telling me that you watch me to make yourself feel better. No, that is the lowest blow I could imagine. Are you fucking Ari, how could you betray me?
Don't try opening a car door in front of him. Short eater.
Thank you, Hayes. Thank you.
Yippee!
I'd recommend an Apothic Red for the 14.
Okay.
I have a glass reserved.
I don't
for
want to
myself
hear it.
tomorrow.
Okay, but do you have a date? Because if you don't have a date and you're actually taking yourself out for Valentine's Day, that's unironically goated. No, you do you. I respect that. I'm proud of you. Apothic Red is a wine? I didn't know. I don't make tech bro money. Shut up.
Yippee!
Hey
Yes?
Louie, can you stream a little earlier tomorrow so people can have time for their dates?
Yippee!
Don't worry Yo, I'll head pat you yix head pat you yix head pat you yix head pat.
You want me to provide you with content before you go out for your date? So I'll stream for you for like 4 hours and then you're gonna go out and enjoy your evening with like somebody nice and you're gonna have a long walk in the night together while I'm at home playing Fortnite and crying? You're explicitly asking for that? Dinner is at 8 tomorrow. I'd appreciate it. Also, what the fuck did Tuck say? Brother, it costs $20 for a glass? $20 for a glass of wine? Yui, it's $20 for one glass? For a bottle? Oh. Oh, okay. Okay, that's a little bit more understandable. Okay. Good job. You do you. You're more confident than I am. I'm gonna be sulking. Hi, Ju. Hello. Okay, well, thanks. Thanks for all of your encouragement and your sympathy and your compassion for my plight. I really appreciate it. I'm gonna go pee.
Yippee!
Yes?
You know this stream has brought back so many memories.
You're just lying at this point. You're making shit up to feel better about it. I swear to God, man, you better not be making this up. I'm gonna kill you. I am going to find your IP, track you down, and kill you for taking that all. How dare... Like, that better be like hashtag, like, no, sorry, that better be like r/that happened. Like, you best be lying. I hate you.
Yippee!
Yes?
Can I watch your stream tomorrow with my date tomorrow?
You and your date can shove it. I roll. If you watch my stream tomorrow with your date, I will expose every unhinged TTS message you have ever sent in your entire history on this channel. I will. If you're watching this tomorrow with your girlfriend, I am going to prepare a portfolio of every nasty thing you've paid $2 to say, and I'm gonna pull it up on Microsoft PowerPoint for all of us to gander at. This is how much spite I have for couples.
Yippee!
Also, can I use your 9-head as a projector canvas for my date?
Now you're just trying to get me to kill myself on stream, Gabe. Okay, you're so funny. Okay, I see how it is.
Yippee!
She's not my GF yet, but maybe you can scare her into it with your
Oh,
situation.
like reverse psychology, like, yeah, I'm explaining to you why you shouldn't date your red flag boyfriend, but if you stay single, you're gonna end up a mentally unwell, unhinged VTuber hag on Twitch. Yeah? That's what you mean? Yeah? Yes? So much for the gentle stream today. Kidney, I am on suicide watch. I hate Valentine so much. You know how bitter I am at Valentine's Day? My sister is still in school, right? So every Valentine's Day they still have the practice of like handing out chocolates to each other like platonically throughout the class. They still do stuff like that for Valentine's and for Christmas. And every time the holiday rolls by, she brings home this like literal bag of goodies from school, and she offers some of her pickings to me like I'm some beggar on my knees, and she laughs at me for it. She's like, "Oh, I got a lot of chocolate, so I guess you can have some. Why don't you go outside more?" Every year, I had to beg her
Yippee!
for candy
Find my
canes
IP, it is
last
behind a few
Christmas.
obstacles do.
And she
I
was
am
like,
cybersecurity. But all fun and games. Yo is a nice person,
"Oh, of
and I hope
course.
she has a nice day on Valentine's Day.
That totally tracks. Of course you work in cybersec. You nerd. God. Like last Christmas, I had to beg her for candy canes because I love peppermint candy, but I didn't go to any sort of gathering like that. And she was like, "You're in your 20s. Why don't you like go out with friends and like go like out and drinking and partying and stuff?" I have friends in high school who like drink illegally and go to parties together, and they're like 16. Like, why aren't you doing it? What's wrong with you? No, it doesn't make sense for her to say anything like that because she is literally an introvert like me. She's literally like me. And yet she has the gall to like make remarks at me like she's not gonna be any different once she turns, you know? I'm so sorry, by the way. Thank you so much, Hobo. Thank you for the 10 gifted. Thank you, thank you. That's a lot. Happy Valentine's Day. I hope you and your hobo wife enjoy the day. Thank you. Also, Dux, I'm so sorry. Thank you so much. I was so lost in the sauce of my anger and my sadness. Thank you for the 5 gifted. I really appreciate it. Thank you. Okay, well, I really have to pee at this point, so I will be right back. Be good, okay? And then we'll figure out a distraction for me for the rest of the night. See ya!